Hello, single viewer, whoever you are. Fish on. Damn it, fish off. Y'all might have been able to see that. I don't know. That's crazy. Ugh. That's a bummer. Right in the shaded area. I couldn't get the hook set right. It wasn't a bluegill. It was something else, like maybe a small bass or a pickerel. Oh well. It's a hot one. So hot, in fact, I have to keep my phone in the one shaded spot I can find. Oh no is right. I know. Missed it, right? Missed it. Fish. Fish on. What's bass? And he's off. Oh my god. He's off. Ah. It's the second fish of this live stream that I've lost. Are you kidding me? It wasn't even like a big bass too. It was just fish. Small fish, but fish. All right, finally. 10 minutes, but I finally got the first one of the live stream. And it's a teeny little bluegill. He's really cold to the touch, or I'm just really hot to the touch as it's pretty warm out here. Classic little bluegill right there. I lost 2 other fish, 2 bass, and now here we are, finally catching one for the live stream. I know it's kind of hard to see him with the sun kind of behind me, but first fish of the live stream. Finally. On this little Big Bites bait. Oop, oh, there we go. About 1.5 inches. Ooh, fish. Ooh, this doesn't feel so bad. It's a bluegill, another one. Pretty decent sized one though. So we put up a decent little fight. Chill, chill. There we go. Boom. They're tearing up my grub. My bait. There we go. Another solid little gill. Second fish of the stream. There we go. Whee! Wipe my hand off on my shirt. Yeah, this thing's getting all beat up. I'm gonna have to replace it soon. Or just go home. Whatever. Have I missed any comments? I have. I've missed a good amount of comments. Now you can see fine. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Autistic angler. Oh, that's cool. Hello. And Jaren? I hope that's how you pronounce it. I hope I'm not mispronouncing it. What's up? Well, I might lose this lure. Oh boy. Yeah, it lost the lure. Oh boy. You know what? That's fine with me because I have been out here for a little while. I did some normal recording. Here, let me just whee so you can actually see my face as I talk to you. I did some like actual regular recording as I got here, and then I did live streaming on TikTok to try that out for like the second time just to see what it's like. Then my phone overheated, so I had to put the phone in the shade, which it is right now, so it doesn't overheat again. And then I decided, since I'll just try streaming on YouTube. All right, always remember to hydrate, everybody. I can also feel parts of my body burning from the sun, so we'll take care of that real quick. My neck is usually what goes first. I can feel my legs going. Just a little bit more. Keep a little bit on me when I pack. Pack light, but always make sure. Need to prevent skin cancer. Whew. I should probably put the phone back down so it's back in the shade. There you go, back in the shade, that way you don't overheat. Oh, sorry, I missed a couple. Blake's, I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I did say it was time to change up, and I didn't show you what I switched up to. Hang on. So this is basically a teeny little paddle tail, right? It's a little bit smaller than that last bait, so maybe I'll catch more fish. Hot mess fishing. Hey, what's up? Thank you for joining me. I've caught a couple of fish. You can't see me. Sorry, I need to squat down enough. I would have the phone a little higher, but There's a teeny little shade right here, and my phone was overheating earlier, so I got to keep the phone in the shade, or else it's going to overheat again and cancel the stream. I was streaming to TikTok, and then it killed it. So this is what I switched to after losing that last lure, and we'll see if it catches a couple more fish. So far on the live stream, I think I got 2 bluegills. When I was streaming the TikTok, I got a bass from bluegills, warmouth, and then I was doing some regular recording, and I got like 2 pickerel, a bunch of bluegills and stuff. So we're gonna see if we can catch a couple more before I decide to get out of here, because I've been out here for a while and it's hot. It's a little hot. I kind of want to go home, but I also want to keep fishing. So. Ooh. A little bluegill came up, nipped at it. Now I'm stuck on a lily pad. I wonder if I can drag it out. I think I may have gotten it. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Can you see me? I got it. It's just a lily pad. All right. What kind of fish are in that creek? Okay, so I'll sit down for this. Largemouth bass, bowfin, pickerel, crappie, bluegill, warmouth, probably green sunfish and maybe red breast too. That's all I can think of, but it's a very diverse waterway as far as species goes. It's a good spot for pickerel. I think this is actually the first place I caught my first pickerel, like 2 years ago. I was successful here like a month ago, and I caught a bunch of pickerel. Ooh, is that a bite? It kind of felt like a bite, but I don't know. I've never, can't read that. Seen pickerel in real life. Okay. It's really the only member of the pike family that I could catch in my area. Technically, there are muskies in Virginia, but not anywhere near me that I know of. Where I used to live, more into the Appalachian Mountains, yeah, you could catch them. And so the three members of the pike family, northern pike, muskie, and pickerel. There's pickerel down here in abundance, muskie a little bit, but like no northern pike. There's a plane going over. These polarized glasses make it like really hard to see the freaking phone. It's crazy. I see they have them in Western Kentucky, but they aren't close to me in Kentucky. Yeah. What about muskie or northern pike? Probably not northern pike in Kentucky, but you could probably have muskie. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been to Kentucky, to be honest with you, so I don't know. I have no clue about it. I believe pickerel are basically everywhere in the United States from what I understand, but I don't know. They're not in every body of water here, I can tell you that. There's only a few places that I could catch them in my area. Like most lakes don't have them, and ponds and stuff don't have them. You only find them in moving water. Rivers and creeks, and only some rivers and creeks. This one just happens to have a good amount of them. Any pike, yeah. Yeah, no northern pike here. That'd be cool though. Another species to add to my list of species I haven't caught before. I may have exhausted this spot of the creek, but I don't want to move because I don't want to get my phone out of the shade. Got him. Ooh, wait a minute. No, chill. This might be this. Okay, this actually is very interesting right here. I think this is called a flyer fish, of which I've caught 3 in my life, I believe. So let me get like a better view of this. This is really good. This is another species that I didn't actually know was in here. So it has the body of a crappie, right? It has like the big anal fin, big top fin right here. But it's got a little bit more of a greenish, yellowish tint to it than a crappie. Like a black crappie is just basically black and gray and white. This sucker, I believe, is a flyer because it has the body of the crappie, but like more colors of reminiscent of like a bluegill, like the greenish and the yellows. No black dot like a bluegill will have up here. If this is a flyer fish, then this is third or fourth one I've ever caught in my life. It's so rare. Let me put him back. Let me put him back. If that's the type of fish I thought it was, it's so rare that when I first caught one like 2 years ago, I posted it to Instagram. A longtime fishing buddy, and he's like a guy like 60 years old, who's been fishing my area forever, saw it, commented, "Where did you catch that? I've been trying to catch one of those for like ever." It was a small creek too, just like this, but in a different spot. That is actually pretty exciting. That's actually pretty cool. All right, KY Fish Wildlife says northern pike and chain pickerel would be a very rare find in Kentucky. Interesting. Google a flyer. Yeah. To me, that's what it looked like. I'm not sure if that's the spelling. It probably is, but I don't know. Could also check like F-L-I-E-R. F-L-I-E-R maybe too. I'm not entirely sure. That's how little I know about them. It's cool. I watched him come up and look at it, and so I let it sit and let it sink, and he went down and grabbed it. Woo! Heck yeah, that's some motivation for me to stay a little bit longer. Oh, the big ass snapping turtle is back. This is one of the biggest snapping turtles I've ever seen. When I was streaming on TikTok, he showed up too, but I couldn't get him on screen. I kept trying. I zoomed in on him on the phone. But there's just no way the phone's gonna be able to see through the water enough to be able to see him. He is gigantic. It is IE? Okay, that's what I thought. I got very excited when I caught him and I brought him up here. He threw himself off the hook. And so I was like, no, I need to look at you first. I need to look at you first. Ugh. That snapping turtle literally is right there. He's staring right up at me because he sees me. I wonder if I can make him come to the surface if I dangle my lure and try to. No, you're going the wrong way, buddy. No, he just wants to stare at me for a little bit and then go away. Fine enough with me, I guess. Let's plug this back up so I don't run out of juice. Is it plugged? No? Come on. Oh, come Come on, battery pack. Come on. Yeah. Not too often, though. Not too often. Usually I'm alone. There we go. There we go. Now it's charging again. Good. All right. Ooh, fish. Oh. I had a bite. That shaded part over there is finally heading towards me because the sun is setting in that direction. So the tree is continually making a shade closer and closer to me. That snapping turtle's back. God, I really want to try to get him on camera. Ooh, shoot. He's basically right center of the camera. I'm trying to lure him up to the surface with my lure. Come on, buddy. Come up here. Okay, yeah, I can see him on the camera now too. There we go. Finally came up to the surface. He is gigantic. His head is probably the size of a freaking cantaloupe. Somewhere between like a softball and a smaller cantaloupe, I guess. His shell is gigantic. I know you don't, it's fortunate because you don't really have much reference in the video. Oh, I nearly lost all my fishing gear. And now he's going away. That's okay. Okay, well, I finally got him on camera. I spent like 30 minutes when I was on TikTok trying to get that guy on camera for people who are watching. All right, now I gotta set this up again. All right, plugged in. Sweet. Now my only hope is he didn't scare everything away. It's a big one. It's a big boy. It's a big boy. Got him. Ooh, pickerel, I think. Pickerel. There's a pickerel for you. Teeny one, but still. Can't lip them because they got gnarly teeth. Let go of my bait. Let go, let go. Don't tear off the tail. You tore off the tail, you bastard. Here we go. This is a small pickerel. Very long, lengthy, nasty teeth. Let's see if we can get that. Yeah, you can't really see, but there you go. That is a pickerel. A very, very small one. But that's fine with me because I'm ultralight fishing. If I catch anything, if I catch something twice as big as that, it's going to snap off. And unfortunately, he did tear off the tail of my teeny paddle tail, so I guess we'll just go ahead and tie something else on. Teeth like a walleye, saugeye. So I've never actually caught a walleye or a saugeye, but they do have teeth in general, like pike and like muskie do. Just teeny little needles though. It's not going to slice your thumb off, but you could definitely use a couple stitches maybe. And the only one of those baits I still have left also has the tail bitten off. I mean, I can kind of still use them like Ned rigs, but I don't know. I wonder how a crappie magnet will do. A red and chartreuse. It's not much bigger than the bait I was using, so you can still catch some small fish with it, and the occasional bass and other predatory fish. Oh boy. Whew. See here. Same kind of teeth probably. I don't know. That's a walleye's a species that actually is in my area, but I haven't caught yet. That list of things that I haven't caught yet that's in my area has been dwindling quite a bit over the past couple years. Pickerel. First pickerel was 2 years ago. Carp was last year. First gar was last year, but there's a couple more types of gar. There's also Grass carp, I haven't got one of those yet. Not too many species I haven't caught yet in my area. No muskie and northern pike, but they're not really in my area, so. I don't know how much longer I want to be out here. I'm getting worn out. And why is it that every time I get worn out and want to end the stream, do I start getting more viewers? Do you ever fish saltwater? Not really. Most of my life I live 6 hours away from the ocean. Now I live 3 hours away from the ocean. Ooh, bite, fish, fish. No! That was a fish. I didn't get the hook set on it. There's a buddy of mine who's a fisherman. He fishes over at Virginia Beach a lot. We keep talking about taking a trip out there, but we keep just procrastinating actually setting that up. Only fished saltwater on a couple of vacations, but I loved it. Yeah, I like the pier fishing so much that I go to the saltwater at my lake and fish from it. So where I live, we do get some saltwater fish, migratory species that come up here. Here in Richmond, we are at the fall line of the James River, which is the very first rapids you get to in the river. So all the... Oh no. I'm stuck. Let me see if I can walk my way around and get unstuck. I got it. Got it unstuck. I have zero saltwater this part of. Oh yeah, Kentucky. Yeah, that makes sense. So like we're 3 hours from the ocean, but we get tidal waters. It's still fresh water, but we still get the tide that comes in and out that raises the river at the below the rapids, like up and down 3 or 4 feet. And in the spring we get stripers, white perch, a bunch of different types of shad that migrate and spawn. So right here in the middle of the city you can fish for all these types of fish, and it's my favorite time of the year, the shad season especially. So fun to catch them, and you can just catch dozens in one sitting, just over and over again. for catfish one day on the James River. I have a friend that caught a big sturgeon in the James. Yeah, sturgeon here too. Hopefully he caught it by accident, because you are not supposed to target them from what I understand legally. You can catch them, but you can't target them. But if you catch one, just say that you were attempting to catch a catfish. Yeah, there's gigantic catfish here. Last year I got my PB. Catfish, or fish in general, was 39 pounds. There's a short little clip of it on my channel. 39 pounds, 2 ounces. And then like later I got 33 pounder, 30 pounder, 28 pounders, 26 pounders, a bunch. He was live catfishing at 222 pounds. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Big turtle's back. He's trying to ruin my fishing. That's all right. I'm getting pretty worn out. I've been out here for numerous hours with all the recording that I've done and streaming. I've been streaming here for an hour on YouTube, probably an hour on TikTok before that. I've always been primary crappie angler. You know what? I wish I could catch more crappie. I like crappie. I really like them. But there's only like so many different places you can catch them. This is one of the bodies of water you can catch them. But like, I just always catch other things first. Bluegills, redbreasts, bass, and pickerel. Oh, come on. I'm still trying to PBs for catfish though. I mean, James River, just come to it. Big old heavy equipment. I use float rigs in the shallows. Just a live bluegill or whatever on a like size 7 hook. 2-3 feet underneath a balloon for a bobber, and just let it go along the current. That's how I've caught all of my big fish, all of them. All right, hot mess. I'm gonna go ahead and go because it's a hot mess out here and I'm a hot mess now. I can feel myself burning. I need to take a shower. So thank you for joining me. I've seen your channel before, but I think it's the first time. Yeah, I don't live too often. It's just, I don't know, it's not as easy, I guess, as like just having the GoPro on my head and recording, because I can pause when I want. I can, if I screw something up when I say something, I can redo it. And I can be a little more cinematic with it, which I'm trying to be doing lately with my editing, like trying to do. All right, sorry about that. There was some loud ass noise. I thought maybe somebody was walking up on the tracks or something. But there are beavers around here that will make very loud noises when they slap their tail onto the water too, and that's freaked me out a few times at this location, so could have been that. But what was I talking about? Oh, been trying to get more artistic with my editing, better music, B-roll, and I do it all just with one GoPro, you know? Oh, I'd hear the train miles away. It would honk its horn a mile away and I would hear it. With B-roll footage, music, and all that good stuff, I'm trying to be a little bit more artistic. I'm also trying to make longer form content as opposed to like pumping out a 10-minute video all the time. During COVID, it was kind of easy because like I wasn't doing much else, you know, I couldn't go to bars or restaurants or whatever. But now like I'm doing like social sports like kickball, dodgeball, fun stuff like that, doing less fishing. So I'm trying to make longer content, like 20 to 30 minutes long as opposed to 10 minutes. One thing I want to do is more live streams because I don't have to do any editing and it doesn't put me back. So not only am I recording all the fishing, I'm actually recording also all the sports that I'm playing and posting that to a different channel that's related to like fun games and stuff. And I'm miraculously behind because you play each one of those sports once a week, plus all the fishing. I'm overwhelming myself, and it's my fault. And I need to go. Enough of me rambling. Thank you for joining me to Hot Mess and the other few people that are in here. I need to go shower so I'm no longer my own hot mess. Peace out.